Okay, now we're ready. I think. Yeah, we look pretty ready. Ah, shit. Huzzah! I just like forgot that I can't move that monitor without moving the camera too. No, it looks fine. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Hi, lady. Are you ready for the end of Spoops? If all goes according to plan? I don't think we have that much left. I've been listening to a lot of the primals. Actually, I need to make sure to play tonight. I need to get my PvP win of the day at the least. We are coming up against it to get the mount for this season. You have to get to 25, and I'm at like 22. Should have plenty of time to do it over the weekend, especially if I just do Crystal Conflict. But I need to get it done. I got home at like 2 o'clock and I ate. Like I had kind of a late lunch, early dinner, and then I passed the fuck out. Holy God. I woke up at 6:30. I didn't know when I was. I was like, what the hell? It didn't help that, you know, you go to bed when it's light and you wake up and it's dark and you're trying to struggle to remember exactly, you know, what year it is. Okay, where are we? Got it. Okay. All right. Took me longer than I wanted to put that together. All right. Welcome back, Twitch and YouTube, to just another game, Silent Hill 2. And this might be the end of things because this is... We're coming up to the end of the area, actually. It's dark, it's run down, we've gone through another time shift. There is water damage everywhere. And I actually walked past something we need because I was in such a hurry to go get my shit back. I was kind of freaked out because mandatory stealth sections aren't super fun. There is an item down here in the bar that we really need. It's right there. The Little Mermaid figure. By the way, the basement is pretty much inaccessible now. Yeah. When we changed the steam direction, we closed things off. So now it is completely gone. And we changed the steam direction here. So it is completely inaccessible now. I didn't notice that last time. Maybe you can get down there with the elevator, but I think the elevator is actually broken as well. So I think once you're out of the basement, you are out of the basement. Okay, you old man. Let's go put this in and solve one of the last puzzles of this area, I think. Alright, now we need to rotate things so that it is a continuous path. Something like that. Easiest way to do that is to line things up with the discs and the And the static trails. And how in any way does that help? I'll figure it out in a minute. Okay, we need to... Let's see here. Man, that one really rotates in small increments, doesn't it? Let's see here. He was here lurking while oh, Desert Bus is on tonight. I don't know why the damn text-to-speech doesn't work. Everything else does. Desert Bus is on tonight? Oh, dear. I might as well literally play anything else. Enjoy Desert Bus. Let's see. Oh. Desert Bus is all week, but started today. I know about Desert Bus. You people and your buses in the desert. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. I think we're trying to get everything to a door. So I don't have to necessarily get them all to connect to each other. I just have to get them to connect to the paths. Got it. That makes a lot more sense, actually. That might do it. There we go. No? Oh no, there it goes. Maybe. Oh, okay, no. It did work. This is a new part of the puzzle. I don't know how. You coward! Coward! Coward. Alright, let's see. What began with 3? 1 would soon deplore. 7 kindly souls open up the door. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Got it. I need to do something here. I will now hide to avoid jump scares. Baby! Baby girl! Okay. So what does this do? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Looks like it's just trading 1 for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Hang on a sec. 2. Okay, yes. Alright, what if... Okay, so that one's done. Alright, so it does have to do with the calculations of the numbers. Okay, so this should be 6. No. You can do it through trial and error. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's some addition and subtraction. Counted by the 2, she would toil away, leaving one behind. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Trading 1 for 2. And away she would roam, but the level 5 would bring her back home. That's one that... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, that is definitely 5. Okay. Alright, so we can do this a little bit with trial and error. We'll begin with 3. 1 would sit on the floor, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just gonna say I kind of did this with trial and error, but the numbers are relevant. I'm just kind of not sure how some of the equations work. But I think this is 7, this is 4. Let me double check that. Oh, that's 5. I gotta say my phone's acting weird. There we go. Yep. Maybe it's just the last number that counts. Right? It might just be the last. Let me double check this one. I think it's 5. Maybe it's just the last one that counts. No matter what it says in the rest of the poem. Okay, so 751, I think. Yep. Hey, key to the 3rd floor. As very creepy music plays. Actually, I kind of like this song a bit. Fortunately, it's playing everywhere, so we can enjoy it all we want. In fact, it's getting louder. Cool. I dripped whiskey on me. We're definitely being steered somewhere. Staff only to the observation room. Oh, we don't care about that. We got a movie to watch. Oh dear, scampers off to start it. You get back here and you'd be scared. You'd be spookified. You don't have an excuse. You've been through worse. Wow, it's even set up just for us, like right here. Holy shit. Never. You get back here, Missy. I don't think I should sit that close to the TV. I think it's bad for my eyes.
Are you taping again? Come on.
Alright, we're making a porno.
I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Promise you'll take me again, James?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, there you are. Do you know where Mary is? Come on, talk to me.
Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar. That's a lie.
No. It's the truth.
She died because she was sick.
I killed her.
Killer? Why'd you do it? I hate you. I want her back. Give her back to me. I knew it. You didn't care about her. I hate you, James. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Honestly, Laura, James kind of hates himself too, you know?
She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. Mary, you know, isn't here.
So there you go. That's the big reveal to this game and the reason James finds out why he's here. And we are in the other world.
Mary?
James! Where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please, come to me. Do you hear me? Please, why won't you come?
But where? Where are you?
You're so close now. Please, don't give up. Don't leave me out here, James! James!
Basically, hang on a second. I need to make an adjustment here while I talk about this. Basically, what happened was James eventually gave in to kind of his frustration with Mary's depression, berating of him, and yes, his own sexual frustrations because they couldn't have sex while she was sick. And she did not die of her disease 3 years ago. He suffocated her last year and basically kind of had a mental breakdown over the event and convinced himself that she died of a disease 3 years ago, which is, I believe, when her disease manifested and became terminal. So he kind of invented that reality. He killed her. And knowing that is why we are in the other world. And why he is getting pursued by pyramid heads. Because the pyramid heads exist specifically because James needs to be punished, but he hasn't recognized that fact yet. So the pyramid heads are here pursuing him relentlessly because they're trying to punish him. Mostly because James is trying to punish himself, is really what it comes down to. James knows he needs to be punished for what he did. He can't bring himself to do it. And this kind of mental issue that he's going through, these kind of mental problems, is why he's in Silent Hill. Is why Silent Hill called to him and brought him here and is putting him through this purgatory so that he can accept the truth about his actions, what he did, why he did it, and eventually be able to forgive himself for it. But if he can't, he's going to keep going through this pretty much forever. But we are getting very close to the end of the game. I think I am 90% certain the other world is almost the final area. Yeah, the Lakeview other world. And I'm pretty sure it just kind of shuttles you through here. Like we can't explore a whole lot. Everything's collapsed. We are definitely being steered to a particular location. We're not really doing puzzles. We're not really doing combat. We are here to go to a place and do a thing, and that is it. And then after this area, I think is the final boss. After this area, not during this area, but after this area is the final boss. And kind of representative of what ending we will be getting. And I've kind of, I didn't really try to spoil myself. I kind of wanted to know exactly how the endings worked. I looked it up in a way where there were no spoilers. But it could kind of explain to me exactly how you know which endings you're going to get. In fact, a choice that we're going to have to make later in this chapter adds to the ending that we're going to get. You kind of build up the ending that you're going to get in a point system based on the decisions you make throughout the game. There's no one decision that pushes you, as far as I know. There's no one decision that pushes you into locks you into a particular ending. You kind of get an ending based on what points you have categories in. Like every decisions you make assign points to a particular category that correlates to one of the many endings in this game. And basically the most points you have in one category, that's the ending you get. Is what it seems like how it works. Which I actually like, because it's not a moral choice system. It is a consequence of your actions throughout the game. It's not, hey, you did so many good things, you get the good ending, or you went out your way to be a bastard and you did the really obvious bad things, you get the bad ending. No, it's, you've made these choices, they may or may not work out the way you expect. You may not understand how you got here, but they're based on the choices that you made. And, you know, by experimenting a bit and maybe making different choices or looking at the guide, you will get different endings. I may look up one bit because I don't know which ending I am going to get for sure. I haven't been following that. I may look up which choice I need to make correlates to the ending I want at this point. We're loading. Because we're going to have to make a choice after a fight here about which object we use. They are not, I'm gonna wait while this loads. They are not particularly obvious about which ending they lead to, and they both have the same function. So it is specifically, you will choose one of these and it gives you points to one ending or potentially two other endings. That's like a flow chart. The good ending, the quote-unquote good ending of this game can still have a bad good ending. So one of the objects will lead you to the good ending, and one of the objects will lead you to the bad ending. Depending, it's not going to lock you into either one, but they will add points to those categories. But in the good ending, you can also have points towards the bad good ending. Come on, finish loading. If that any of that makes sense. There we go. So I don't know what choices I've made are going to lead to which ending. I suspect which ending the choices I've made will lead to. I suspect the choices I've made, since I have not been particularly kind to Maria, especially since I did not check on her in the hospital and I didn't go in to check on her in her cell, I've kind of abandoned Maria. I think Maria's anger towards me in the prison was kind of indicative of that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I kind of think that. I kind of think that's a tell that I was not on the end, I was not on the trail to the ending where Maria likes me. But I could still be on the trail to the bad good ending, because I don't know specifically what decisions I've made that might lead to that. So when we get to that point, I'm going to look up which object leads to the good ending, or gives you points to the good ending. And that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to do related to the endings. That's spoilery. I think part of what can lead to the good ending is how thoroughly you explore things, how thoroughly you do things in the town, how many places you go, how much you look around. You know, did you rush through the game and just go where you needed to go? Did you, explore the different locations of Silent Hill? I think that is a data point that can lead to the good ending. Because you got to remember, this is all about James reliving essentially his memories. Silent Hill is the last place he and his wife were happy. And understanding the mysteries of Silent Hill is how James is going to understand himself. Interesting. There is a giant question mark that way. It's not gonna be a thing like... Okay. It's not gonna be a thing like... Got it. I think this is the way down. It's not gonna be a thing like, hey, you had to let Eddie live because... No, Eddie's going to die. You can't do anything about that. If you don't kill Eddie, Eddie is going to kill you. No, it is definitely choices like... How nice were you to Maria? Did you visit Maria? Does Maria like you? Did you look up? I'm sure part of it is how many memories of the past you found, those little weird things, those little vignettes that don't seem to mean anything. Those are all memories of the past. I'm sure there's a point system for how many of those you find. Again, that comes down to how thoroughly you explored. I don't think actually, hang on a sec. I don't think this is just based on kind of my Google feed, my Google Chrome feed. I don't think these strange photos actually have anything to do with it, because I think the mystery of these, I didn't look at it, but I saw a headline that says the mystery of these was only recently uncovered, so I don't think the photos have anything to do with the good ending. So once we get an ending, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at how you get the endings and kind of how you get them. Since I'm probably only going to show off one, right? At least for a while. I will probably just read all the endings and how you get them once we get one. And we're loading again. Oh, well, since we did this. Oh, shit. I forgot. I need to take this off. I meant to do this before. Where is it? I need to take that off. That was from Wednesday. There we go. Yeah, just in case there are people here who want to talk. I meant to take that off before I started streaming and I forgot. Okay, so we ended up right back here somehow. So I went distinctly backwards. Yeah, sure did. I sure did turn around and went fucking backwards. I guess because it doesn't really make sense how we get here to me. It's easy to get twisted around here. Hopefully that was off camera. Because I had something stuck in my teeth to get rid of. I'm gonna make what? Okay, let me make a note of that for my editing. Like, I know it's gross, but it's been driving me nuts. Okay, so we don't want to go back that other way. For sure. It's interesting that we can get around this barrier from 310 to 311 back to 309. Did I look behind this barrier thoroughly? Is there something I need back here? No, there's definitely not. I will take the health drink though, for sure. Okay. Because doing that doesn't seem to do anything. I guess it's just a search for resources. Yeah, at this point, it's that hole is how we're going to move forward. Something about this. Okay, we can't hit it. Oh, there we go. So there was a reason for this cart. Where'd that cart get put? There was a reason for this. It wasn't just to reveal this hole. It was a little bit of a different look, and since I can only maneuver it with one side, I thought it was just to pull it out of the way of that hole. No, there is a way to use it here. Okay. Okay, so I guess we weren't going up and around. Like, no, you had to push it directly under there to use it. Huh, that tape might have been a red herring? What room does that go to? Just jump down, James. You deserve it. Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean, remove the evil of your deeds from my sight. Yay! Booza Hall. It can kind of probably be argued a bit that Silent Hill also kind of represents a limbo of James's own making. Yes, he is in Silent Hill, and the town is called to him, but it also represents his own inability to move on with his life. He has been trapped kind of with the guilt of his deeds. He's invented an artificial story to try to deal with it, and he cannot move on from Mary's death. And Silent Hill is this kind of area, this kind of limbo that he is in, that Silent Hill has created for him, is also a reflection of James's inability to move on. That's why, you know, he's visiting all these old places that he and Mary really liked. And he's still searching for her. He is searching for her in every one. He has not come to terms with the idea that she is gone. All right, there is some astrological symbols. I wonder if those are of any significance, or if that's just that was part of that might have been part of the painting before. Because it doesn't feel like there is a puzzle to solve in this room. This is another memory of the past. And this is one of the things I think kind of steers you perhaps to the good ending. It's possible that I could be getting the good-bad ending. Still, I can think of if I had to guess, the good-bad ending still has an allocation of Maria points. Even if you don't have a lot of Maria points, there may be a low threshold of Maria points that would lead you to the good-bad ending. Because I'm just gonna say it out right now, the Maria ending, any ending that has to do with Maria, seems like James is moving on with his life, but it is actually the bad ending. Maria does not represent a new start for James. Maria represents James's temptation and his longing for what he wants from Mary. He wanted Mary to be. In fact, one of the Maria endings basically has, at least in the original game, has Maria getting sick, just like Mary did. And James is extremely callous about it, tells her she better knock it off, or she better get better soon, and basically demonstrates he has learned no lessons. The good ending is James moves on with his life. James recognizes he needs to move on with his life and gives up both Mary and Maria. And you know, since I've mentioned it, the good bad ending, or the bad good ending, James recognizes what he's done, and he needs to live, or he can't live without Mary. He knows what he's done. He knows that he killed her, but he basically takes her body and takes it to Toluca Island so that he can follow the old legends and either try to bring her back. It's implied that he basically does not succeed, and he goes off and he dies because he couldn't move on. He dies just like he dies of exhaustion, just like the man in the local legends. He's constantly chasing Mary's light, and he gets led astray, and he dies for it. So that is still a potential ending we can have, because I did talk to Maria a few times that were optional. The one that comes to mind is, I think, when she's looking at the dress in the closet in the motel. That's a very optional thing to go talk to her. I think I did it out of curiosity. Depending on the threshold, that could be enough to lock us into the good bad ending. Also, depending on on probably some of the points from the other choices we made.
She will not be cured. All that suffering. I'm no longer sure if it was of any use. If it meant anything at all. I can't say if this newfound understanding, if there's any wisdom to be had in all that happened. I suppose that's for you to learn. And I hope you will.
This is Mary's doctor. That is Mary's doctor. In fact, you'll notice this is very much a clinical office. This is probably representative of when James learned of her death. Well, at least was told of her death. The doctor told him that she had passed on because, you know, he suffocated her. Where did we come out of? Yeah. So yeah, the nurse's office looks a bit different from the last time we were in there. Okay, let's not go in the elevator yet. One thing that that kind of snuck up on me this week, I didn't think about till like just today, right before I went live. With everything else that was going on, obviously. Today is was my mother's birthday. So now that I've thought about it, probably gonna be brooding a bit this weekend. It's kind of it's a little bit funny how it always kind of sneaks up on me. My mom and dad had kind of birthdays that were easy to conflate, and I've always mixed up their days. Mom was born on November 8th, 11/8, right? Yeah. I'll be fine for now, but it's definitely going to be something I'm going to be brooding on over the weekend. Mom's birthday, obviously, was November 8th. Dad's birthday was October 11th. In my mind, I have always thought Dad's birthday was October 8th, and Mom's birthday was November 10th, or November 11th. And that's mostly because they both have an 11 in them, and it's always kind of been in my head. It's always been kind of like really weird to think of my dad's birthday as 10/11, because it's like, how could that possibly be true, right? That's just too convenient. But yeah, so that's always been kind of a joke with my dad, and he understands. Like, I always, think, I always miss his birthday because I think it's later than it is, and I always missed mom's birthday because it's earlier than it was. I would think it was earlier than it is. Yeah. Mom would have been 60. Because she was 18 and a few months older than me. And I'm just gonna expound a bit on it. You know, Mom's death This is clearly I've been drinking a little bit.